Micky Slim has exploded onto the scene like a wonky firework, and there's nothing holding him back from becoming one of the UK's finest talents. This Birmingham bad boy is one hell of a party animal, and it's evident in both his tunes and his live sets that he knows exactly what to do to keep the crowd bouncing all night.
I'm predominantly a DJ producer. I started off being a DJ, I had decks, was into buying vinyl for years, probably the best part of a decade, you know what I mean? Actively DJing on a circuit probably like 6 years now, really. Now I actually do really enjoy, the making of the tracks, because there's no feeling like rocking a venue with your own music. It's good fun doing it anyway, but when you've played most of your own music, it's a different kind of buzz. I read this somewhere once. Satisfaction is the death of desire. So when you're satisfied with something, you're not going to have that drive to do anything else, So I think you constantly need to keep moving, especially in this game. Not just for music, just for anything that you do. You've got to keep at the forefront of whatever it is, be it technology or whatever. The CD era has sort of changed it all, because there would be only a certain amount of vinyl, so you could be a quite exclusive DJ just from the records that you had. Now, thanks to file sharers and all that kind of rubbish that I hate, all the DJs have got the same music, so the only thing that I think you can sort of keep ahead of the game with is either editing your own sets so they're just unique, so that nobody's sets are the same. Same way with your own music. If you've made music that only you've got, then it doesn't matter what the guy before you plays, because you've got your own arsenal of weapons ready. I don't really disagree with a clubber downloading, a mix or a track, if they're not going to play it. But if you're a DJ and you're going to go out and you're going to earn money and you're going to file share, at the end of the day, you used to have to buy. I spent ridiculous thousands on vinyl, and nowadays kids have got CD wallets full of music that they ain't paid for, So it's major labels, major distribution companies going bust every day, people losing a lot of money. And I think really you can trace some of that back to file sharing, because vinyl's dying. It'll never die totally, but it's becoming more of a specialist market now, and then all you've got is these, it's all digital, everything's digital. I reckon there's going to come a point when kids ain't going to know what a turntable is. I spend a lot of time in the studio nowadays making music, so when I DJ, it's my release. It's always been my releases. It's always been about fun. It's a party. I'd never really taken it too serious. I didn't ask to be in the situation I'm in now. I feel blessed for where I'm at. But a big hit for me that's got everyone talking is that I done a bootleg of House Pain Jump Around nearly over a year ago. Never intended it to do anything other than damaging the club. I never dreamed that they'd even think about getting it cleared. So for me, it doesn't matter what anybody else's opinion on Micky Slim is, At the end of the day, I'm going to have a track in the charts, Micky Slim versus House Pain, some of my idols from when I was kids. I've been a hip-hop fan for years. So that, if nothing else happens in my career, I'm happy. Fatboy Slim, who's one of my idols, because he's the ultimate party DJ, which is something I aspire to be, named my track as his track of the year. So, if somebody of that level is willing to step and say, yeah, that's my favourite track of the year, for all the haters that want to stab me in the back and say that I haven't got no talent, well, come and watch me at a gig, watch me rock. I can't remember the last time I didn't take the roof off. Minimal gets a lot of support, sometimes deserved, sometimes not personally. You pick up any magazines, I'm not a big fan of magazines, even though I read them all. I don't know why, but it's like, to me, all the magazines, I'm not going to name them all, but it's just a reflection of what 20 people who work at that magazine think is good. That's not, nobody's willing to take a chance. If you look at any of the reviews this year, they all just want to jump on hype names. Again, I'm not going to name names, but, I think Hopefully it's going to be really underground. I think there is a garage revival, and you know, anybody that wants to turn their head away and say, oh, well, not garage, you know, at the end of the day, it was massive at one point, and I would like to see it come back in a different form, but I don't like to box things in. So let's hope that there's just some new sound. I'm looking for a new sound. I'm looking to be one of the leaders of a new sound, so I'm working on it. I'll get back to you. And I'll drop you an email, let you know what the big sound's going to be when I find it.